Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I will continue my review on drama Twinkling Watermelon. We already got this drama conclusion last week by the time I made this script. So I will give my thought on this drama conclusion. Before I went further, let's cross check on my previous video theory first. I will put the link down below and also up there. For the first theory, I got it wrong about Yi-chan accident, but I do got it right about Jindo dog involvement with the rehearsal incident. Second, for Sekyung first love, I got 100% right. That is Unyu's father's on Ji-won. Third, about Unyu and Unho relationship, this drama did not confirm about the nature of their relationship. But since Eun did not feel awkward about Unyu, is the soloist that Uno talked about, it did seems that their relationship is not romance-like. And even in the new timeline, I believe that Uno have never met Unyu since everything had changed for both Unyu and Eun's family. For about the real mission, even though it is not explicitly confirmed, but based on the last episode, I think I did got it right. Unyu managed to confine Jonathan aka Sekyung's father about Sekyung's real feeling and even able to give a good advice to her young mother. I did believe that Sekyung took Eun's advice and eventually met her biological father, Jonathan, that night. For Eun, I did actually felt that there is no way to change Yi-chan's fate from becoming a deaf person. Eun's true mission is to only save Chunga from being abused by her live-in tutor and reconnect Chunga with her father, which shown again in the last episode. She finally smiled at her father and agreed to accompany him for his business trip. And just what I said on my previous video, her family future did become brighter as Yi-chan became the director for Jin-sung Group and Chunga managed to follow her own paths. Plus, people in today's world did not look down at them for their disability, unlike what happened in the original timeline, especially with the landlady. And another evidence that made me believe that the real mission for both Eunyu and Eun after these two events in 1995 happened, which is Eun and Eunyu saving their mothers, that they both managed to go back to current 2023. Fifth, I got it right for the song melody which made by Yi-chan. I think it is really sweet that in the original timeline, Eun just finished what his father started, but in this new timeline, they finished the song together. For the guitar, unfortunately, I got it wrong. Although it didn't clearly state in this drama, I bet the guitar do belong to no other than Jonathan himself, as he used to be the legendary guitarist before he being forced to retire. All these are theories that I come up before. It did make me feel better as some of this theory came true. Now, let's cross-check on the plot that I got interest before. First, it turned out that Master and Grandfather Viva or Jonathan is the same person. This revelation wasn't really shock to me, but it is indeed a clever writing, in my opinion. It is sweet to think that after pass away, Grandpa Viva always watching over Eun, his daughter Sekyung, and his granddaughter Eunyu. He even used his divine power to help both Eun and Eunyu at their lowest point of their life by transferring them to 1995 and make them meet each other. Second, for the song, it didn't mean anything much for Eunyu, as per I did hope, but it actually hinted about Grandpa Viva, especially in the verse, "Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven?" Heaven in this case, probably La Vida music. Why did I believe this about Grandpa Viva? Because Eun and up did not recognize Grandpa Viva, but funnily enough, Eunyu did recognize him. I guess since his song represent about father and son, so it makes sense that his biological granddaughter is the one that recognized him, if that makes sense to you. Third, unfortunately, this plot is quite meaningless. At first, I thought that I was overthinking about this scene, but after saw the drama up until the end, I believe that the original plan about the plot Eun's knowledge on sign language might get scrapped. It wasn't shock to me if this is true, considering They left a lot of plot that I will be elaborate more later in this video. What about Maju and Yi-chan? Maju did easily recognize Yi-chan at the hospital a year before in the timeline 0. But one thing that I'm glad that happened is it was Yi-chan that cut off contact after the accident, since it will be trash behavior if his friend, especially Maju, left him out. In the original timeline, Maju still wanted to reconnect with Yi-chan even though he already have his own success in life. It's really telling about Maju's character. I'm glad that they gave us sneak peek on timeline 0. Fifth, it has been done beautifully in order to reveal Unyu as the helper. As per Master said, to receive help from the helper, he need to help them first. Immediately after Ungyul managed to sort out Unyu feeling about wanted to commit suicide, he and Unyu got revealed to each other as a time traveler. Also, after Ungyul helped Chungah left her house from her abusive tutor, Unyu revealed the day of Yi-chan got into the accident that caused Yi-chan losing his hearing. To me, it means that them in the master word is Unyu and Chungah. That Ungyul need to help Unyu and Chungah in order to get the proper help from his helper Unyu. That's all for the cross check on my previous video. Let's continue with my overall thoughts for this drama. Now let's talk about my overall thought for this drama. First, I love the fact that Ungyul introduced Chungah to the band actually gives so much impact towards both Yi-chan and Chungah life in the near future. Why? Because to be able to communicate with Chungah, the Watermelon Sugar team did learn sign language. With Yi-chan suddenly become deaf, his friend will be able to talk to him via sign language. In fact, I believe that the reason why Yi-chan cut off contact with Maju is because his inability to communicate with him, unlike before. The reason why I believe that is because of this scene. Ungyul used sign language towards depressed Yi-chan. It served a turning point for Yi-chan as he was able to quote-unquote hear for the first time since the accident. Chungah, on the other hand, finally found herself a friend that will listen to her despite her disability. I think that is cute. In the end, the trio using sign language to tease Chungah, as they used to make Chungah laugh before when they went to the retreat. Another interesting part in this drama is there were so many foreshadowing. For example, Yi-chan accident. In the episode 4, Yi-chan almost got hit by a car, which is how he turned deaf in the new timeline and previous timeline. Another example of foreshadowing is in episode 10, where Ingyul bombarded Master on question in regard Yi-chan accident. Master advised him to stop obsessing over it and enjoy his youth. Guess what? It's actually Master's way of telling Ingyul that you couldn't change Yi-chan's fate regardless. I also love the ending between Yoon couple. Although the scene where Unyu's scooter got broken down is totally unnecessary to me, but I do love Ungyul try to find her immediately after return, and when he saw her sit house, he ran after her and abandoned his team. I wonder what his band, his boss Maju, and his family reaction after he left the stage before the encore. Unyu playfully begged him to run after her so that they could have private moment together is really cute on her. Even though I did enjoy this drama, there is a few things that I really wanted to point out on the flaws for this drama. I wish they tried to dive deeper into her mental state and her trauma on playing cello, instead of the scene where Ungyul took her prescription and changed it into a star candy, which left bad taste in my mouth. On the surface, yes, it did look romantic, but in reality, it is actually a irresponsible move from Ungyul. Especially during that time, he knew he had to go back to 2023 and left fake Sekyung behind. Means he won't be with Sekyung for a long time for her to completely heal. Another thing to add, unless you got cleared from a medical professional, you shouldn't throw your medicine, especially for people who suffer mental illness like Unyu had. Because in reality, there is actually high possibility for the depression, anxiety of or any of the mental problem that people will have will rebound back and cause more harm than again. So again, do not sue your or your lover medicine unless you got a permission from a doctor. And please, writer, do not romanticize mental illness. I might get bashed for this, but honestly, Hee-chan moved from simping over Sekyung and fake Sekyung to immediately jump to Chunga. It does seem the way Hee-chan could move on is to jump ship to the person he knew already fall for him. Even during the festival, he seems to be sad after saw the way fake Sekyung looked at Eun-gyul. I honestly think that the plot is better for Chung-chan relationship if Chunga, after knew that fake Sekyung chose Eun-gyul, make a move at Lee-chan as what she planned to do early before fake Sekyung told she will choose Lee-chan. And not like typical KDrama plot, just run away from your male counterpart for no reason. Aside, I feel annoyed when shipper kept on complaining on lack of Chung-chan moment. I'm sorry, this drama mostly circling around Eun-gyul. Of course, the focus is the relationship between Eun-gyul and Yi-chan as they fight before Eun-gyul being sent to 1995, Eun-gyul, Chunga and Chunga family, as Chunga kept her family story hidden from Eun-gyul before, and Eun-gyul and Eun-yu relationship as Eun-yu became his first love and also being connected via Grandpa Viva. The ending to me feels so incomplete, even though we did get happy ending with her family, new future, and Eun-gyul and Eun-yu reunited in 2023. Why did I say that? First, what did happen to Eun-yu family? In episode 16, it was clearly stated that she wanted to see how her mother is doing in the near future, and she did wanted to ask her father some questions. So, why we didn't get this part? Although we can conclude some good thing did happen to Eun-yu as her appearance changed from her 2023 self or even when she already cut her hair in 1995. She didn't even live in her grandfather's former music shop place anymore. Honestly, they could cut unnecessary plot but put this instead. Second mystery is Chunga's mother. Where is she? The director tried Chunga with using Chunga mothers, but until the end we never see her nor get any information on whether she living well or not, as the family portrait only consists of director Yoon. Third, how did Chunga manage to convince her father about Yi-chan, as in the future it turned out that Yi-chan followed Chunga to the same university in America. Fourth, there was a lot of talk about Yi-chan's father to the point that I think he will come back, but it didn't happen. Fifth, in this scene, it seemed like the band members seems to forget about Eun-gyul in 1995 as Sebum couldn't recall whom Eun-gyul looked like, and Yi-chan only noticed it after saw the cassette that fall from Eun-gyul bag. That is the cassette that Yi-chan made for Eun-gyul. But the drama again left us hanging, and a lot of the viewer did confused about this since Eun-gyul is important figure to both Yi-chan, Chunga and the rest of the band member. So how could they forget about him? Plus, the band's members took the picture with Eun-gyul back in the day at amusement park, watermelon sugar debut picture, and even during team retreat. Did all of them lose those pictures? Not to mention, if Chunga or Yi-chan remember Eun-gyul, they probably named their firstborn as Eun-gyul instead of Eun-ho. Just like in the drama My Perfect Stranger, where both Sun-ae and Hee-sub named their daughter as tribute to their old friend in high school. The only conclusion that I can make is the deity, aka Grandpa Viva, interfere by erasing the memories of Eun-gyul. I mean, if Master could transfer Eun-yu handphone from 2023 New York to Seoul 1995, erasing people memories seems to be easy in comparison. As per I said before, it seemed like the writer have planned to do with this plot. However, they could not complete it because lack of time duration to put all this plot together. We didn't even get the trio band future, which is what kind of life the trio band future, like what kind of life they live after Yi-chan accident. My final thought is the drama did have all from romance, family-like humor, and could play with my emotion like a roller coaster ride, but it did have a slow pace. Another thing that I did not like about this drama is it actually took Eungul and Eunyu to know about each other real identity at episode 14. Like the plot isn't moving much until they recognize each other. Aside, I did wish Eunyu met with Jonathan earlier and confront to him early so that she could sort her feeling. Not to mention, she only met her younger mother at episode 15 and confront her at episode 16. Another thing is, if Eunyu already knew about her mother's struggle at the first place, why is she being so mean to Sekyung rather than confront and being more understanding about her? It's a plot hole to me because unlike Eungul whom didn't know her parents' struggle, her priority is really questionable to me. Did I love the drama conclusion? Yes and no. Of course, I love the emotional scene between Eungul and Yi-chan, the half family new future, and Eun relationship. But I guess due to failing in managing the script well, caused a lot of void and unanswered questions. Because of this, I could only give this drama 3.8 out of 5. With that, I end my video here. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.